Even Ryder Cup ties leave us with a winner and a loser. But no Ryder Cup loser has left quite as snake-bitten as Harris English left Bethpage at the end of September. It all started with a single moment. English was gearing up, getting ready to play a Sunday singles match at the Ryder Cup when Keegan Bradley came and told him the news. News that would rob him of his moment. Here's what happened. In Saturday morning's alternate shot pairings, Viktor Hovland poured in a gutsy par putt on the 17th hole to protect a European lead. His thunderous fist pump silenced the American crowd. But as Hovland delivered his follow-through, he felt something tweak in his neck. The pain only grew as he and Robert McIntyre closed out a one-up win on 18. By the time afternoon sessions started, it was clear Hovland couldn't compete any longer. MRIs later diagnosed him with a bulged disc in his neck. But there was a problem. The Europeans still had one more day of competition at Bethpage. Hovland was one of 12 players expected to compete in Sunday's singles matches to protect the European lead. Sunday morning arrived with unfortunate news. Hovland wasn't healthy enough to suit up. Rather than forfeit his point to an American player, the Europeans took advantage of an unusual Ryder Cup rule, the Envelope Rule. Both captains are required to submit an envelope with their last-ranked player who will be left out of competition on Sunday in case of an injury to the other side. Should an injury trigger a withdrawal, the injured player and the envelope player sit out, resulting in a halved match and a half a point to each side. No player was more affected than Harris English, the 36-year-old Ryder Cup veteran who'd played some of the best golf of his life in 2025 to earn his spot. When word came down that Hovland couldn't compete, word followed shortly after that English was the Envelope Rule selectee on the American side. He would be forced to sit out Sunday singles matches. The rule was an esoteric piece of Ryder Cup lore that most people didn't even know existed. By Sunday afternoon, it had the internet ablaze. It's been a long 2 months for English since that Sunday morning. Before his first PGA Tour start at the RSM Classic, English sat down with SiriusXM to talk about that morning at Bethpage. That was one of his 2 main goals for the year, make the Ryder Cup. To not be awarded that opportunity to play on Sunday really sucked. He didn't get much time to mope. Captain Keegan Bradley quickly assigned him an earpiece and microphone and sent him out to take care of the remaining 11 players in their matches. It was a shock. He had to process it, then become another pseudo-assistant captain. Eventually, the Europeans closed out the Americans in a nail-biter. The U.S. won 6 out of 11 matches and tied 5 more, landing 1.5 points short of victory. The good news? English's point against Hovland wouldn't have mattered anyway. Even a victory wouldn't have turned the tide. The bad news was obvious. English had been robbed of his Ryder Cup moment. He'll be 38 when the Cup returns to Ireland in 2027, but stranger things have happened. The Ryder Cup is the pinnacle of the sport, and he'll work as hard as he can to get back there. Retry.